Out as it gets closer. Jeremy, thank you. Campaigns and local election races are in full swing, and we are helping you get to know the candidates for Topeka mayor. 6 people are seeking to succeed Mike Padilla, who is not running again. You've met 2 of them already this week. So on this 3rd day of the week, the 3rd candidate, Henry McClure, is here. Welcome to you.
Hey, good afternoon. Thank you.
And good to have you here. For those who don't know you, Henry, a little about yourself. Have you always been living in Topeka?
Well, I'm a 4th generation Topeka boy. We got left here after the Civil War. Then my grandfather was a judge and actually integrated the schools, McClure schools, named after my family. Did you know Oscar Stauffer? My dad was his attorney.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
And so what is your profession now?
I've been in the real estate business since I got fired from my life insurance job when I was 19.
Oh my.
I was selling life insurance at 18 and I got fired from my job. I bought a duplex and I had to fix it up just so I could live in it, and I think I might have been gone too long fixing it up.
And here you go. That the rest is history as far as your career. So all of that has led you now to the mayor's race. You were here when you ran for county commission last year.
Yes.
Why the mayor's race?
Okay, so I did get out for 18 years, traveling around renovating shopping malls all over the country. And what got me into it was that I think we can do it better. I think that we can have a better Topeka. I think that we need to go a new direction, and I'd really like to get government out of business.
How do you do that and still maintain quality buildings and structures, some kind of an orderly type of development?
Well, I mean, we can talk about the hotel, but we could also talk about other things to do with where our economic development money goes. Originally, when I first came back to Topeka in 2000 or so, we started this thing called Yes Topeka. And Yes Topeka was we were going to raise funds for the first a quarter-cent sales tax. We wanted to broaden the tax base and grow the population. And so let's say 20 some odd years later or more, we didn't do that. So let's pivot. Let's do something different. Let's make sure that the economic development money that we all voted for on roads goes into roads.
Okay. What other regulations? You brought up Hotel Topeka, so I'm going to back up to there. That's what was in my head. I've asked everybody about this. What do you feel should happen? Should that purchase have happened now that it has happened? What needs to happen next?
Well, so that's the foundation of getting government out of business. No, it should have never happened. The market needs to decide. And I think that's one of the biggest things that Topeka has, with the Greater Topeka Partnership being involved with the economic development money, and the Chamber and Go Topeka, they're really all just one, is trying to make a market that doesn't exist. And so, no, we should have never done that. And we need to make sure that we're not making mistakes like that again.
What about the argument, though, that the hotel was important to the conference center, which is county owned, but the two of them need to both exist in order to be able to attract in events and conferences, and that in turn generates sales tax dollars, guest tax dollars, brings people here?
Okay, and that's true. Like for example, somebody was telling me that the judo tournament got turned down. That's usually part of the Sunflower Games. Well, that means the hotel isn't going to it's going to have less rooms for the judo tournament. But in the first place, yes, they've got to be symbiotic. And what would really be great is to have one person come in and buy them both. Buy them both and put them on the tax roll. So, but you still got to let the market decide. I was involved with bringing in an offer from another brokerage company. They asked me to get involved, and we brought in a $7.6 million offer on the hotel. And I'm not at liberty to distribute.
When the auction was?
No, this is after the auction.
Okay, so is it one of those bids that was being vetted?
Well,
you can't tell me that?
I don't know. See, everything with the hotel today should be public knowledge. They should be doing it all in public at the hotel in a big conference room. Because what's the secret?
Okay, well, there is a meeting next week, so we'll see what developments are from there. And then real quick before we go, everybody wants to see reductions in property taxes. How can that happen in the city?
Well, so how could the mayor reduce taxes? Oh man, I thought I turned that off. I'm so sorry. Yeah, it was Earl McIntosh.
who has been involved in a property tax discussion with the city. So,
Okay,
yeah.
well, no, I wrote, John Akla, our representative, he's my representative. We wrote a bill called I'm so sorry, I turned this off.
That's okay. Hi, Earl. Bye, Earl.
Earl, I'm going to get you. But anyway, the Homestead Act of 2025 means that when you buy your property, that's the appraised price until you sell it. So the best way the mayor can get involved is to work with the state. And so I've come forward with some legislation thanks to John Akla.
And we'll see how that goes from here. We are out of time.
And I'm sorry about my phone.
That's okay.
I hope I get invited back. But Earl McIntosh, vote for Earl. Okay.
Appreciate you, Henry.
No,
thank you so much. And we are going to hear from the other three candidates now remaining in the days ahead. We're going to get